Hello, good afternoon viewers and welcome to SKTV News. You are watching Afternoon English News with me, Pavini. First, the headlines. Ministry of Home Affairs calls meeting of Kuki and Meitei communities for the first time in New Delhi on April 5 to find an end to ongoing conflict. Manipur has been a dumping ground for refugees since the beginning, leading to demographic changes, asserts ex-Chief Minister N. Biren. Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh announces government making efforts to enhance quality of government schools, bringing them on par with private institutions starting this year. MPP leader Yumnam Joy Kumar questions government why massive rallies allowed, withdrawing commandos from Churachandpur and letting free hands to village volunteers. And Turikoko Punbaluk demands clarification from MPP leader Yumnam Joy Kumar over remarks on social media about Meitei community and village volunteers. And now let's take a look at the news in detail. In a significant development for ending the conflict in Manipur, organizations representing the Kuki and Meitei communities are likely to meet for the first time in New Delhi on April 5 in order to find an end to the ongoing conflict. The meeting has been called by the Ministry of Home Affairs (MHA) to discuss the issues for finding a solution. On Tuesday, Kuki organizations met at Kangpokpi in Manipur, in which it decided to send a delegation for the meeting on April 5th. Meitei organizations have also been invited. The Kuki Zo Council, an apex body of the Kuki Zo organizations, on Tuesday decided to present its demands in the meeting. Its demands include opposition to the center's move for free movement of the Meiteis through the Kuki-dominated areas and to announce a ceasefire up to 1 year to facilitate talks regarding their demands for a separate administration. Meitei organizations, however, was yet to make their decision regarding the meeting public. Sources said the Meitei groups are likely to press for a NRC to detect the illegal Chin Kuki migrants and abrogation of the suspension of operations agreement with the Kuki insurgent groups. Former Chief Minister N. Biren has claimed that thousands of refugees were settled in the state since 1960s with the knowledge of the authorities, and those people were provided assistance for rehabilitation. In a lengthy post on X, N. Biren questioned whether Manipur has been a dumping ground for refugees from the very beginning. In the post, Biren further claimed that documents revealed the presence of over 1,500 families who had crossed over and were provided assistance for rehabilitation. This wasn't some isolated event. There were multiple letters from MPs, government departments, and refugee associations, all pointing to the presence of a large number of refugees in Manipur. Referring to one such letter that was written by Paukai Haukip, the then Member of Parliament from Manipur, and addressed to K.C. Pand, Minister of State for Home Affairs, and Biren maintained that the letter explicitly acknowledged the presence of over 1,500 refugee families who had already been settled in Manipur by 1967. He also questioned the whereabouts of that refugee families, whether they have been integrated, how many generations have grown since then, and were they eventually granted full rights and electoral rights. And Biren also asserted that silence is no longer an option and we cannot afford to watch quietly as a historical issue with far-reaching consequences continues to shape our present and our future. It is time to revisit this chapter and not to assign blame, but to understand what happened, reflects on its implications, and chart a fair and balanced path forward. Manipur Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh has called for sincere commitment in uplifting the standard of government schools on par with private schools in the state. Meritorious students from government schools who bagged positions in High School Living Certificate Examination and Higher Secondary School Living Certificate Examination were felicitated under Incentive Award Scheme during a function that was organized by Department of Education at Auditorium of Manipur State Film Development Society today. Speaking further in the program, Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh lauded the Incentive Award Scheme, which was initiated by government in 2018 to encourage government schools students. He also urged teachers and education department to make every possible efforts to allow the growth of government schools and to produce more meritorious students. During the program, cash rewards were presented to position holders from commerce, science and art streams.
I extend my heartiest congratulations to the 58 students, 47 who are present here, and 11 who have joined us in the video conference. And I'm also happy to mention that out of these 58 people, 45 are from the schools covered in the School Public Mission. That's again a program launched by the government. The hard work done by the teachers who guide the students day in and day out. It shows that students all over the state are bright. They are just striving to achieve excellence. These are the minds who will tomorrow become our leaders, who will guide all of us, the next generation to come also. The award recipients are our torchbearers of tomorrow who will be lighting the way with our hard work, curiosity and brilliance. The more you work, if not tomorrow, if not immediately in the future, there will be a time when your hard work will be rewarded. The students in particular always remember two questions: how and why. Anything being told to you by teachers, you should always question that, whether it is right, how is it, why is it. That will enable your curiosity, your mind to flourish further and achieve brilliance in the future.
A day after former Chief Minister N. Biren engaged in war of words with Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, NPP National Vice President Yumnam Joykumar took to X account and expressed disappointment over N. Biren for dragging late PA Sangma's name into Manipur crisis. Terming the statement of N. Biren baffling and unfortunate, Joykumar maintained that the video of PA Sangma dates back to 2014 and has no connection with Meitei Kuki conflict. While maintaining that NPP never backed Kuki land, Joykumar refuted to the claim made by N. Biren that BJP alone played a crucial role in demanding for ILP. He added that the ILP was approved after an all-party delegation met Union Home Minister Amit Shah, where NPP played a key role. While accusing N. Biren of letting the ongoing crisis spiral into communal strife, Joykumar questioned why government allowed massive rallies, withdrew commandos from Churachandpur and giving free hands to village volunteers. Joykumar further maintained that the crisis was fueled by the failure of N. Biren-led government in protecting lives and property of people. In the post, Joykumar also raised various questions as to who let Kuki immigrants from Myanmar settle in Tengnopal to aid BJP MLAs such as Letpao Haukip and SS Olish win elections. Meanwhile, Uripog Apunbalub and Uripog Nupi Apunbalub have condemned National Vice President of NPP Yumnam Joykumar for a post on X that allegedly tarnishes the image of Arambai Tengol. Speaking to media in this regard, General Secretary of Uripog Apunbalub, Samom Durba, condemned the NPP leader for dragging the name of Arambai Tengol while targeting the previous N. Biren-led BJP government. He also demanded clarification from Joykumar in this regard.
Ifru pasingak na pinamakta mangjay thana sung thoiba kunwakwa isin inausing isasing inausing bung songak payaba ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯊꯝꯃꯛꯄ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯤꯄꯨꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯈꯣꯏꯁꯥꯎꯅꯕ ꯄꯣꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯃꯤꯇꯩꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯂꯥꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯍꯧꯈꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯈꯪꯉꯒ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯈꯪꯉꯒ ꯆꯞ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯈꯪꯉꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯝꯃꯒꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯐꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝꯁꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯕꯗ ꯏꯔꯩꯕ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝꯒꯤ ꯉꯥꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯑꯆꯧꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯂꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯔꯥꯝꯕꯥꯏ ꯇꯦꯡꯒꯣꯜꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯇꯩꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯉꯥꯛꯄ ꯁꯦꯟꯕꯗ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯂꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯨꯟ ꯉꯥꯛꯄ ꯏꯆꯤꯟ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯁꯣꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ NPPꯕꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯁꯅꯨ BJPꯕꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯁꯅꯨ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯍꯪꯕꯤꯔꯛꯀꯅꯨ.
As a part of its continuous search operation and area domination conducted in the fringe and vulnerable areas of hills and valley to control the ongoing crisis in the state, security forces recovered a large cache of weapons from Sajirog under Patsoi police station in Imphal West district yesterday. According to police, the seizures include one SLR with magazine, one single-barrel gun, 3 9mm pistols with 3 magazines, 1 hand grenade, 5 tear smoke shells, 4 smoke grenades and 1 stun grenade among others. The seized items have been handed over to Patsoi police station for further legal action. On the other hand, Manipur police arrested one admin of a Facebook page yesterday on a charge of spreading fake news with communal sensitive content that have the potential to disturb public peace and tranquility. The arrested person is identified as Saram Suraj, aged 25, of Wangu Terakong, Awang Laikai, under Kumbi police station in Bishnupur district. He is presently staying at Pong Lambi Lane number 3 near Jennings Hospital under Porompat police station in Imphal East district. Volunteers of Yaipal Lamjing Loop Kundrakpa Mayai Laikai today detained around 20 staffs of Keystone Company, including its supervisor, for allegedly excavating hillsides at several areas adjoining Harauro and Yumnam Kuno. Addressing a press meet held today at Kundrakpa Mayai Laikai, Secretary of Yaipal Lamjing Loop Tonjam Samorjit asserted that the excavation of hillsides was carried out on the pretext of constructing Imphal Ring Road, further stating that the company cannot produce relevant documents recommended by government authorities besides officials of Forest Beat at Pangay informing them of having any idea on the matter. Samorjit maintained that the organization will forbid excavation work at the areas. He also urged the government to look into the matter, while decrying that government authority often turn a blind eye when influential people illegally carried out excavation of hillsides in the state.
Gari di adum tauba driver di nungdin taubusin nungdang rest taubusin nungdin tauba sumai tauduna continue leibase process khangba ware ngasi matik chadra lambi seida asuk kuina lisang sina chingai ba posina koya se sakare masi nungju pandada khuna khopare nungju pandada akoi prajana wagada ba akoi thengnogoda awabase masi hojik manipurda person rule leibunina mari lenaba akoi honorable governor gi akoi punin chingsinjage maram asina pithribi gi mifam khodimakta khongaiba environment the climate change ki thengriba awana gi manam seda supreme court ki phauba athingma leigraba poseda matau karamna singi lebak se puribno haiba posima governor da koi question tawjari aduga asuk chauna ngasi ti son guma taw company mana link road sem na boida makta akoi kundrakpam phawr cheliba Imphal Circle road ki lambi gi asuk thiraba stage tadi forest karinda khangde ya Lamjing Loop club ki secretary ma oina akoi forest club ki ba chema thajagre ngasi hoji leba lomam du chalaga akoi maduda environment camp soka ba jo ko yengmina se ba famje ai thamjari.
Personnel of Sadar West Range, led by its range forest officer under DFO Central Forest Division, launched a cleanliness drive at Chingmeronte Rauching today. During the drive, the Forest Department personnel collected lots of wastes, such as plastic bottles, polythene bags, and leftover materials littered by the public in and around the hills. Meanwhile, DFO Central Forest Division has appealed to the public to dispose wastes in proper places instead of littering in and around Chingmairong Chiraojing. Diamond donors of Diamond TV Kongjom today extended financial aid of Rs 25,000 to its members Handy Lashram, who recently met with an accident. Speaking in this regard, MD of Diamond TV Wahong Radio James Hegrujam James informed that the financial aid was given by Diamond donors as part of their continuous effort of extending help to those in need and people affected by the ongoing crisis in the state.
Member ama thawal ong tabagi ko Hindi lifestyle masi accident obudagi masi fracture roibani haribe sige damukta diamond donors na ngamjaba haib tar ko me punchana kanda yambana te magi ana basu favor sunu diamond donors phone za kigini lep leitana ekhone sangseli bo khongjang lana se lekibadagi ko la lom da mai onchen bani aduna hoje hoje kariguma lan gi kariguma ek khudong chada ba natraga horok matam da mafam du da hai tar ko ngamjaba hanagumna lep leitana du mateng phangje kigani.
Meanwhile, in the national news, death toll from last week's devastating earthquake in Myanmar has risen to 2,719 and is expected to exceed 3,000, according to country's military leader Min Aung Hlaing. In a televised address, he confirmed that 4,521 people have been injured, while 441 remain missing as rescue operations continue. India has swiftly launched Operation Brahma to assist Myanmar with search and rescue efforts, humanitarian aid, disaster relief, and medical assistance. The Indian Army's field hospital has treated 104 patients, including 2 major surgeries, while National Disaster Response Force (NDRF) teams have been recovered 16 bodies so far. The Indian Air Force has deployed 6 aircraft delivering 625 metric tons of humanitarian assistance and disaster relief (HADR) material, while 5 Indian naval ships have transported additional aid. The first IAF aircraft carrying 16 tons of relief supplies landed at Mandalay Airport, where the aid was received by Lieutenant General Myo Mo Ang and other Myanmar officials. Further strengthening relief efforts, INS Gharial departed from Visakhapatnam port on Monday, carrying 442 metric tons of food supplies, including 405 empty of rice, 30 empty of cooking oil, 5 empty of biscuits, and 2 empty of instant noodles to meet the immediate needs of affected communities in Myanmar. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Lumphilpad, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 30.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 17.0 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 82% in the morning and 35% in the evening. And now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Ministry of Home Affairs calls meeting of Kuki and Meitei communities for the first time in New Delhi on April 5th to find an end to ongoing conflict. Manipur has been a dumping ground for refugees since beginning, leading to demographic changes, asserts ex-Chief Minister N. Biren. Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh announces government making efforts to enhance quality of government schools, bringing them on par with private institutions starting this year. NPP leader Yumnam Joy Kumar questions government why massive rallies allowed withdrawing commandos from Churachandpur and letting free hands to village volunteers. And Uripo Kapunbaluk demands clarification from NPP leader Yumnam Joy Kumar over remarks on social media about Meitei community and village volunteers. That's all we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates.